What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to install a transducer in a Old Town big water / Predator kayak. This kayak has a transducer port just in front of the pedal drive that goes through the hull to the bottom, and then there's a cavity underneath where you can install all different types of transducers. The 2020 Predator, and also known as the big water in 2020, has an enlarged area and also a little plastic plate that you can screw your transducer mounts right into. The 2019 and older doesn't have that plate, so I'm going to show you how to rig it up with just a little bit of PVC, probably only about $5 worth. We're going to look at how to do a Lowrance unit, and then at the end I'm going to show you a slight variation on how to do a Garmin unit. It's a little different. My understanding is that the 2020 bracket doesn't fit the Garmin as well as some of the other companies, so this might be useful even if you have a 2020. So the transducer is popped loose again. It was just glued in right here, and it's a decent fit when it's glued in, but it's just glued, so it's gonna work its way loose eventually, as it has. I tried some caulk that didn't last long either, and it's not quite flush when it's there. So all I did was I took this is a 1/2" PVC coupler, and I kind of cut, if you can see right there, you just heat up a razor knife and cut in there, or use a Dremel if you got it. Just cut the groove in there to where it fits, and then I screwed some holes right here, and then it just fits in here. So that's going to sit about there, and then it's going to connect to, I'm going to glue in a little of this 1/2" PVC, a short piece. And then the other end of the 1/2" PVC has this threaded end. This actually goes up to a 3/4 thread. And then on the top of the scupper mount, the threaded end is going to go in here, and this is a 3/4 up to a 1 inch. So it cannot pull through from the top. So I'm going to get that to the closest measurement I can to where that's fairly tight, and then this, you can just screw this down, and then it will pull this down that way just a little bit, just to tighten it up. And then if you ever need to take it out, you just unscrew this, and this will come right out. But it's in there pretty good. Let's take a quick look at the top side. I don't think it's going to go anywhere once the kayak's underway. And again, I would probably run this cord through the middle there so it wasn't. That actually might be helping it stay in place. So if you're installing a Garmin transducer, it's basically the same thing. You just don't need this little PVC coupler. You just leave the 1/2" PVC stubbed out, drill through, and as you can see, it fits right on that size. I've got one little rubber washer on one side to keep it tight. Then it's just a stainless bolt, couple washers, and a nylock nut on the end to keep it all together. I've tested this out. It works great. Let's see a little footage of the unit in action. We're kind of randomly going over what might be some fish. I'm just going to drop down a little tilapia here and see if anything bites it. Just put this tilapia in, and there's a fish on. Ooh! Holy cow! It's a good one. Get that drag going again. I think it's a red. This net's not even going to do it. There we go. From drumming. That is so cool. Isn't that drum? Now this is how you start the day off with the first fish of the day. Look at that sucker. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Holy cow. Get loud too. For the Garmin, you don't need this little coupler.